Alright, so we're going to create a project for loop again. So the first one, let me show you new class. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write a simple application just to say hello 10 times. Okay. So this is going to be with a while. Alright, let's do this together real quick because we all seen this, right? So first I tell you initialize, right? Second, condition 10 times, right? So like I try to say first, right, init. Now conditions, you need the curly braces. So this is your condition. And what you need to do, go in here. I want to say hello, right? 10 times. And last one is increment. And that's it for the loop. So that's the key. You need initialize, conditions, and increment. Let's run this. I can have hello for 10 times. So if I want to put plus count, it should count my 0 to 9 10 times, right? Now I want to show you how to use for now and do while. Let's do while first. Hello do while loop. Alright, so let's do this together. Same thing. First is initialize, right? That's the first one, initialize. Second, instead of while, we just do. So that's syntax. Do, open the curly braces, do while. Same condition, go in here, count less than 10. Now you just need to make some semicolon at the end for this one. If you're comparing this a little bit, we don't need semicolon here, but since this is a statement, we have to end it here. And this is your conditions, right? That's the second one. And now you just need to do hello inside here, right? Inside the loop. And don't forget the last one where you use the loop 3, right? Number 3, increment. If you don't do this one, it's going to loop forever because your count is never changed. It's always less than 0. So that's why it's important. Now let's run it. Right, 10 times. If I say, if I add my count, it should say 0 to 9 too, right? So same thing, do while, right? That's a little bit different. We're going to talk about that after we see for. So third one, hello with for loop. Alright, so now 3 of them is going to be here for 4. Int count, this is initialized, right, equal to 0. And then you separate by semicolon. Should be the second one, condition, right? Count less than 10. Separate by semicolon, increment. So some people just like for because it's very easy. You just put them all in one parenthesis. And then that's it. You just do system.out.print. Like I just said, the most important thing is finish those 3, right? Initialize, condition and increment, and then we are done. So you can have hello 10 times. If I put a count back here, we just see the count. So those are 3 types of loop. Okay. So let's look at the difference. Do, while, and while do. While, if my count is zeros, it's going to do this, because you check condition once. If my count is 10, is it going to do this? No, because 10 is never less than 10. So when I run this, what do I get? Empty, correct? Never do the loop. But if I say do once before I check, if my count is 10, what it's going to do? It's going to print once and then check and then exit. So in this one, you're going to have at least once say hello. Let me fix this, I didn't save it. 10, run, at least, right? Once, which is, it's just jump to 10 right away, right? Which is, that is the difference. So initialize count limit. Second is what? Condition, right? Count limit less than, let me set attempt limit to final end limit equals to 3, right? So init, right? This is your condition that you're gonna put inside here, and then I do increment in the case of when it's fail. If I only want to count fail, because I don't want to count when it's not fail, right? So that should do, right? Enter username, let's do long one. Okay, so it count, but it didn't go back and prompt me. It did count, I didn't do anything else. Let's see, it's supposed to go back when count limit less than limit. Oh, the problem is here, right? Because less than. When on second is true, as long as true, it's going to do, right? Initialize count limits to 0. If while count limit less than limit, I need to prompt too. I never prompt, right? So I need to prompt right here. Then I want to prompt the user to enter, right? Alright, so after I prompt the user, then I can see if it's correct or not, right? Just like your allowance, right, question. Now run this. Enter username. Alright, it's prompt again, right? It should prompt me just 3 trial and exit, right? And when I do exit, this is the time that I can just say fail authentication after 3 times, right, at the end. Alright, so let's try again. Enter username, test. So fail authentication, right? Now if I do the correct one, welcome. Now this should not happen, right? When it's correct, it should not prompt me again because your count limit, right? Still less than limit, that's why it prompt me again. So how to fix this? There's several ways to do this. If it's correct, you may just set your count limit equals to limit, right? And in this case, you need to put this, right? And you don't want to say fail authentication here then. Otherwise, it's going to say fail again, right? Welcome. And that's it, right? That's one way. Is it fail? You can say here, fail, and then the number of limits left, something like that, right? Fail authentication, and you have how many trials left? Then limit minus, right? Minus what? Count limit. You have 3 trials, or 1 left. And concatenate this. Alright, let's try to do fail. Fail, you have 3 trials left. You have 2 trials left. 1 trial left. So I may need to do, because we start from 0, right? Should say 2, right? Which gonna be like minus 1, is it? Two trial left. 1, 0. Right. Let's say if I do right. Welcome. Good. So just about loop and application of it. Now it's on the YouTube too. Okay.